want to first thank you all again for watching my videos and showing support. It really means a lot to me and I really appreciate it, so thank you. In this video, I'm going to show you how we built this compost bin as well as this awesome path that we put in here with my boyfriend. It's more of just a documentation of how we did it. It's not really like a tutorial, but you can definitely get ideas from the things that we do. The pallets we just had piled up. They're really easy to get. They're materials that are really accessible to most people. You can literally just get them for free on the side of the road or pick them up from companies. Now with all this COVID stuff going on, I know that it's probably not available to many of you, and so that's kind of what we did here. We didn't go out and buy anything, we just worked with what we had. The first step we took was clearing out this space, so we had to move all of these rocks and tiles out of this area. This is what it looked like before, and this is what we cleared it out to look like for the compost bin. Wow, look at that. We filled the cracks with sand and it's all even now and good to walk on. That's the end. We're gonna fill this with soil and continue it this way. We're adding these concrete blocks here to hold in the soil for the vegetable garden, and then there's going to be these tiles with the holes here, and then we're going to connect it to this wonderful path. We finished laying down these cinder block things here. That's where the compost bin is going to go, and right now I'm trying to even out the ground and I'm taking out huge rocks, and we're putting the rocks, let me show you. Put the rocks here in this gap. It's gonna look good once they're washed. Here are the cinder blocks. We're planning on building a greenhouse here. And here is the finished product. Almost. These are wisteria flowers and they are really close to blossoming. I love wisteria. It's beautiful. It drapes down in these big like clusters of flowers. It's a vine and it grew up on this tree, and I just can't wait to show you guys when it's full at bloom. But when you're choosing your pallets, before you set up the compost bin and everything, you want to make sure that your pallets are heat treated, not chemically treated. So this H means heat treated. It usually has a T next to it. I think it just kind of is old and you can't really see, but at least the H is here and I can tell that it's heat treated. So no chemicals will leach into my compost pile and my compost. Since we dug a hole into the ground, and we filled it up with dirt around, it's pretty stable already by itself. So we thought that only one screw will be fine. If you're doing it at home, you can do it with nails. You can put more screws in. It's totally up to you. Again, this is not really a tutorial. It's more of just how we did it. And we wanted to make it easy. We use these large screws to attach the pallets, and we only attach them at one point. Make sure you choose the right drill bit that fits, because you'll end up ruining a drill bit. We put tiles in the back to support it from the back because we didn't dig it into the ground on that side, but everywhere else it's like very snug in there. I was walking along the path the other day and I realized, hey, look, there's a potato growing, and I got really excited. He's growing in his correct area. There's also one right here. And then I look into the path and there's an actual potato growing in the path, which is kind of unfortunate, but I'm just gonna let him do his thing. We're gonna have a few potatoes out of these 3 plants because I'm gonna leave the one in the path where it is. Here are the cute little arugula plants popping up. You probably can't tell from all the weeds, but those are them. And they're coming. They're coming. Also beautiful. The red lettuce is starting to make an appearance. As in it's starting to grow pretty strong, so that's really nice. Here I have dill. The dill is having a great time. Spinach, also having a wonderful time. Strawberries are flowering. Things are going great. We harvested all of the sorrel. Luckily, this plant regrows its leaves, so when I took off the leaf, when I was harvesting, I left behind, I don't know if you can see, the tiny little shoot for new leaves to grow. And then out of this center leaf right here, it'll produce a new crop, and then a new harvest, and then we can harvest it twice. It's not like spinach where you get it once, you can harvest it once, and then it's done. This one regrows. This is a little mole that is destroying this area of the garden. This is a mole hill, I guess that's what you would call it. They literally crawl under the earth, they burrow holes, and they just destroy everything. So, fortunately he's only gotten this area, so I put this mole repellent to repel and scare away these moles that are destroying everything. So hopefully it works. I really hope it does. It just emits this high frequency. It doesn't hurt the mole or anything. Hopefully you guys can actually see, finally, the rows of green, things popping up and growing. These are also not widely available in the US, but these are one of my all-time favorite fruits. These are currants, and they are so good. And this entire patch is full of currant bushes, and each bush is full. I cannot wait to just come out here every morning and have breakfast. I'm very excited for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that inspired some of you guys or entertained you in some way. This is just my journey, and it's kind of an experiment, so as I mentioned before, there are many things that I need to learn, and this is just kind of my learning process that I'm documenting on video. Take everything with a little grain of salt. And I hope you guys join me next week. Bye. Bye.